Hello, all you lovely internet people. My name is Lazarus and today we have another raw vlog in the adventure of my moving series. As eagle-eyed viewers of you would notice, I'm currently not at home. Well, I suppose I am. I am in Finland. I have moved. My last update was leaving my old place. Since then, I moved to my parents for about a month, and I was planning to make a video there as to how living with my parents again was. It was okay, just a bit, because since I've left home, they've moved house to a smaller house. So then when I move back in, then it's quite a small house for 3 people and a dog, but we got through. It was lovely being back at home, and I'm sure Mum and Dad liked having me back before I left forever. But as I said, I should have recorded something there, but the last week was quite busy with engagements and, you know, meeting people for the last few times. And my last week in Northern Ireland was fantastic. It was a busy week, but it was fantastic. I'm now in Finland, as I said earlier. Let's see. The last activity I would have done before coming here was trying to pack 2 suitcases, which was fun because I have a lot of stuff that all doesn't fit into 2 20-kilogram cases. So the last day was spent swapping things in and out of cases and trying to make the weights work. We had a smaller case that could hold about 17 kilograms, but it was bulging and we couldn't fit any more into it. We had a bigger case that was able to hold more than 20, but obviously we had to be under 20. So we got that conundrum sorted by leaving a bunch of stuff at home. This is a weird angle, sorry, as it's raw, there's no editing and lovely tripod, so that is one of the things that was left behind, was the tripod, because it wouldn't fit in any of the suitcases. So it'll have to get shipped over at some point. So most of my videos from now on will be handheld, unfortunately, unless I can lean it against a wall or something. There was a bunch of clothes, some shoes, the tripod, a handful of DVDs and CDs that we were bringing as well that didn't come in the first initial DVD box. But either they will get shipped to me, or my folks will bring them out when they come out here at some point, or I will just get them next year, you know, when we go home for a wedding. So, flight day. I was flying from Dublin to Helsinki via Oslo. Dublin was fine. It was obviously a bit rough leaving Dad at home that morning and then leaving my sister and Mum at the airport. Needless to say, I gurned a little bit. Cried. So much so that I almost lost this contact lens, and that was fun. It was kind of helpful because it was able to focus on this and not gurn so much. But got through the airport, got on the flight, and as Norwegians, European fleet has those Boeings that are dodgy at the minute. The flight was given to somebody else called Superlinks. It was weird getting into a plane with absolutely no liveries anywhere, no sign of who the airline was. It was an Airbus, but it didn't feel, it felt really old and really dated, and the staff on board weren't all that great, to be honest. So got to Oslo, got through the domestic, that wasn't domestic, it was international transfer security and passport checks and all that jazz. Faffed about in the airport for a while, then went and got on the flight to Helsinki. Happy days, I'm here. Went to the baggage reclaim, only 1 bag had arrived. I had 2 bags, as I was saying. One was the big suitcase that had the majority of all my clothes in it. Then the wee small black one had backup clothes and clothes that don't really fit now and stuff like that. The black one was the one that arrived. So I went and complained. It turns out that the big suitcase with all my clothes was left in Oslo, which was fun. Never happened to me before. You know, the day I decide to move, I lose a suitcase with all my clothes in it. So we had to wait 24 hours for it to arrive. Granted, it didn't really take 24 hours. I arrived here on Thursday evening, and then the bag had got to me by Friday evening, so it wasn't too bad. Just had to borrow some clothes and stuff for Thursday and Friday. Then we just enjoyed the weekend, and it's now, what, Wednesday? It's May Day today, so I'll go Valpa to all you lovely Finns. Valpo, I suppose. It is May Day here in Finland, and on Monday we started the process of going to Migri, and we had plans to get my henkilitunnus, the ID number, and then go to the maistrati, and you know, all the government things to register my intent to stay here and all that jazz, and make sure that I was given doctors and healthcare providers and stuff. So we had an appointment with Migri, went in hoping to come out with a henkilitunnus, the ID number, and we didn't get one. We were told that we had to wait for a week for a decision, and that was a bit awkward and a bit worrying. It was like, what have I done? What's wrong here? But it turns out that the lady who was serving us didn't seem to deal with EU nationals. She maybe dealt with non-EU nationals, so it was a bit more straightforward, and she wasn't sure if she could grant it to me. So yesterday was Tuesday. We decided to ring them yesterday morning, which was odd because they're only, for EU national issues, they are only available to ring 1 hour a day from 10 AM to 11 AM 3 days a week, which I find a bit strange. But rang them yesterday and they says, oh, there's not really much that we can do. Just, if you've been told a week, just wait a week. There's nothing. From what they can say, it was very straightforward. It's like, right, no worries. And yesterday, just as we were starting to eat snack foods for Vapo, I got an email saying a decision was ready. That was the single most fucking nervous thing I've ever done in my life. Had to log in and open the decision pages, and it was like, right, here you go. Your right to EU residency in Finland has been granted. So as of yesterday, I am officially a resident of Finland for the foreseeable future, so which is always fun. Now today's Wednesday, it's May Day, everybody's off, and it's public holiday, so tomorrow will be spent going to Maastrichti, and we have Ariovan appointments booked, and everything now kicks off tomorrow. So that's what the plans are. So that has been my adventure for this last while, and as of now it's 20 to 1. We're just back from a walk with the dog. As you can see, we took the dog for a walk, and I need to go and get a drink, as I'm going to the gym this afternoon with Nina's brother. So I will go in, get liquid, and start to upload this, because the upload speed here is not very great. One thing is, now I have to get, I don't know where my head was, but just, we now have a number, so we can start the process of getting everything else in the way, and eventually getting a phone contract, so I can become one with Finland. So there we go. I will update again probably after we get all those appointments out of the way and everything else has been registered. As I said, the upload speed here is dreadful, so I'm recording this now. It might not be uploaded for another 4 days. I'm more joking. So until the next time, I will see you all later. Bye bye.